So we can't do what we did in the first time. We can't just subtract these two equations because, well, you could actually, but I want to show you a different way of doing it. So let's rearrange this equation, and you're left with y is equal to 7 minus 2x. I haven't done anything. I've just brought the 2x to the other side. Well, think about it like this. If I tell you 6 plus 5 equals 11, and then I tell you 12 minus 1 is also equal to 11, well, that means 6 plus 5 is equal to 12 minus 1, right? Would you agree? Because they both equal 11. Well, you're doing the same thing. You're saying 7 minus 2x is equal to y, and then you're saying 5x squared plus 2x minus 13 is equal to y. So what you're really saying is that 5x squared plus 2x minus 13 is equal to 7 minus 2x. Using this logic right here, because if this is 11 and this is also 11, then they should be equal to each other. And if this is equal to y, and this is also equal to y, then they should also be equal to each other. Well, now you can rearrange. So you have 5x squared plus 4x minus 20 is equal to 0. And you can use the quadratic formula and get the value for x. So you get x is equal to minus 4 plus or minus. If you don't know how to solve this equation, you should watch the video on quadratic equations that explains how to solve these type of equations. So you're left with x is equal to minus 4 plus or minus square root of b squared is 16. Minus 4ac is 4 times 20 is 80 times 5 is 400. 16 plus 400. All divided by 2 times 5 is just 10. So you get x is equal to, well, let's take my calculator out. So you have square root of 416 minus 4 divided by 10. So you have 1.639, so you're left with 1.64 because 2 decimal places. And you have x is equal to minus 4 minus answer divided by 10. Negative 2.4396, which is negative 2.44. Okay, you have two values for x. So how would you find the value of y? Well, you can put it into any of these equations, of course, but why would you want to put it into this equation when you can put it into the simpler equation? So you have y is equal to, well, if you do 1.64 times 2, and then 7 minus that, you get 3.72. 3.72. And then you have y is equal to, and then negative 2 times negative 2.44, and then 7 plus that is 11.88. So 11.88. And now to write the final answers, you have to be careful. So make sure you match the correct answer with the correct number. So when we had x is equal to 1.64, you can't write y is equal to 11.88 for that because we didn't put that number into the equation. We put 1.64 in and we got 3.72 instead. So you have to write 3.72 with 1.64. And when you put x is equal to negative 2.44, that's negative 2.44, you can't put 3.72 because that's not what we got. We got 11.88. So make sure you match the correct number with the correct you match the correct x number with the correct y value, because what it looks like when you graph it, because remember all we're doing is finding 2 points of intersection now. So you have y is equal to 5x squared plus 2x minus 13. So let's say that looks something like this. And then you have y is equal to 7 minus 2x. Let's say that looks something like this. That's not what it looks like, but let's say it looks something like that. What you're really doing is you're finding this point right here and this point right here. And for this point, you're reading off this x value and this y value. And for this point right here, you're reading of this x value and this y value. That's why it's important that you match them correctly, because if you did this x value with this y value, that would not make any sense because that's not where the line intersects the curve. So yeah, that's simultaneous equations, and that's quadratic simultaneous equations. So what we've learned is that this is just a way of solving two or more equations and getting two numbers or more numbers that match and will be applicable to both of these equations at the same time. So in this case, when we got x is equal to 1.8 and y is equal to negative 0.1, they would work for both of these equations and give you the right answers. So yeah, that's the importance of simultaneous equations. And we saw what they did graphically as well. It's where you basically intersect two different equations. So yeah, if you like this video, then like, comment, subscribe, and share, and let me know what else you want to see in the comments.